Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. The son of the heavyweight champ, it's Elijah Holyfield. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Holyfield. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The numbers for him from a week ago, 17 carries, 58 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. first down. It's done. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down, it's done. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Tannehill. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And McManus able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. Give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down now. It's done, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Tannehill, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kyle Rudolph. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
70, Indy.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the I. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Hey, dude. Check. Lucky. Hey.
They'll try the left side. Done. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. 6-6. Pull it high.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Watch time. Titans fire.
A carry here for Holyfield. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ready.
The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ready, set. Mike 51. It's our field. It's our field. 2.
They'll run on first down. It's done, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Watch out. Fair. Tighten up. Check 37. Look at me. Sure. Go.
They'll try the left side. Done. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Come on, set, 50, plant. No change. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check, check. Fresno. Slam.
On second down, it's done. Whoosh. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Set, 8, read. Double, get it.
Right back to him on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. On second down now. It's done. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to that. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Safety's creeping. No. Squeeze. Shoot.
On first down. Done. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back. And the ball is knocked out.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Right back to Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th 4th down try. Throwing right, and that's complete. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. Done. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On fourth down, Minshew. Sharks got it, left side. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And Shark hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and run with their fullback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Ready. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
That was impressive to me, because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On first down, it's done, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. On 3rd down. Done.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. On first down, Drake. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run on first down. It's done. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
General West. Watch the run. Check the
On first down, it's done. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Done.
That's it, ready. We gonna work.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he is out of bounds here. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Go! 30 base. Top ball, fight.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Boston Scott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now it's Tannehill, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tannehill now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now Holyfield. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Sack, baby. Sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll run on first down. It's done. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Hey, stand on. 61, match, get it.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Now Scott.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run with Drake. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
They go again with Scott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the eye. Big ass, big ass.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Oh, yeah.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Boston Scott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
We go. 70, Indy. Get it.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Tannehill. It's caught. Humphries. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Tannehill on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Under 10. Hard. Big Griffin.
On first down, Scott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Scott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville.